everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. As I try to do usually on different months, every single month that I can do it, this is the Nijisanji EN Superchat earnings and live memberships. Nijisanji, of course, is a company that we all know. They have great VTubers out there. Some of them, of course, like every human being, is going to make mistakes. I criticize them when they make mistakes, but I also, I'm not above criticism myself. I will be criticized, and that is perfectly fine. So today we're talking about their Super Chat earnings and live memberships, not criticizing the VTubers at all this time, but, seeing how they do. We have Obsidia, Rosemi, of course, because she was graduating. She ended up getting 16K in Supas. Of course, I'm saying of course a lot, I apologize, but this is the Super Chats. Put them by like half or 40%. Divide them by 10 and multiply by 4. 40% of this is what they usually get, because 50% goes of the cut after you have YouTube getting their 30% cut is what they get. So do this by half at the very least in order to know the kind of cut that Nijisanji is getting. And here we go. So Rosemi got 16K because she was graduating. 23 lives, 621 members. You had Iluna Scarla. Scarla's almost always at the top with 15K and 887. Vanta did really well in the month of August with almost 15K, 52 lives, and 17K members. Aya also did really well, 14K and 1747. Vox is coming back up to where he was before. Whether you're happy about this or not is different, is your own thing. But Vox is back up where he used to be as a top earner. And then you have Reimu doing pretty well. This was, I believe, before she graduated. So then we have Zali from Crisis. You have By the Beat Zeal and Sable. Beneath that, You from Crisis, By the Beat Freador and Calyx. Now, if they continue making this amount of money every month, then yes, this can be pretty much a full-time job for By the Beat. This is who I'm talking about right now. For right now, Scarla, she doesn't have to worry about having another job, doing another thing, because that's a good amount of money every single month that she's been getting. She's been consistently around 10K a month, which, you half that, about 5K a month. That's good enough for people to survive and people to make ends meet, so to speak. You have Freador, Calyx, like I mentioned, Ver with 3K, Etheria, Millie with 2K, Luca with 2.4, TTT Claude, who's the only surviving member of TTT, 2283, which is a very respectable route anyways. You have Ren with 2094, Sunny, Alvin, Clara, Pio, Shu, and Enna is the only one in this list. Like, those are the ones in this list making more than 1,000. I misspoke. Uki Violetta is below 1,000 there, and he did 25 streams. So some of these people made more than him with less streams. And it is because, popularity differs and things like that. It is not good for the majority of people in EN. The Super Chats have been dropping consistently for most people. It is just, sometimes it's because people are going back to school or, they're coming back from vacation, etc. and they don't have as much time being able to watch. So you have Elira below that with 680. Meloko, Ryoma, Finana, Maria Marionette, and then Petra, who is still in school as far as I know. That's where Petra still is. It is interesting to see Elira drop so low. I believe if you would have seen Elira like a year ago or a year and a half ago, she would have had like twice as much at least or more. So some of the problematic people are doing well, and some of the problematic people are doing not so well. It's not so much in the problematic sense of people outside of Nijisanji, it's with how they're seen inside of Nijisanji. So that can change from month to month, and people being able to actually be able to give money from their pocketbooks changes from month to month. But this is, of course, the end of the side of where I'm going here and showing this. I do appreciate you being here, and of course we'll continue with other things. Today we're going to be talking about Utainsy. I probably said the name wrong. I do apologize if I did, but I wanted to mention this one because this is an injustice that is happening to a poor creator, in this case, an artist who is trying to, make do with what they got and make their living with their art. Now, Why am I talking about them? Because another person, Melly, YCH Open, which is another artist around there, a rogue princess of hell as well, they have gone and, giving you a little bit of background, they've gotten accused, Utainsy, after doing something like this, of copying their design. Sketch Adopt is an adoptable here for them. Of course, they have everything. They show the sizing and everything like that. And they have, you can offer the price you think is right, offer DM, thank you. And everyone's like, they're so cute that people were reacting very, very nicely. Gobby Potato Goblin, missing something here, be cool design. The only thing I can make comparisons to is chosen horn to be broken. The black parts of the hair used upside down, basically talking about the accusations here. Of course, I don't own the concept of Red Demon Girl, but it's on the nose. I can't turn away. The colors are similar, pigtails, broken horn, exact side, the earrings, the torn wings, mismatched leggings, ribbons and sleeves, shoes of just a bit sag. And this is their design compared to the original design. The horn does not look broken, in my opinion, here. And this one was the one that was done on August 29th, when this person had complained on also August 30th. So the horn didn't look broken here. At least not on the one that I'm seeing here. No broken horn. This is before everything was modified or whatever. Here is the look here. The Devil Girl is the only thing that looks similar. This wearing a skirt, wearing fishnets. Looks like some scarring there, like some scratches or something like that. The boots, there is no similarity. There are similarities maybe in just the color design, but other things like, yeah, she also has fishnets, different type of fishnets. She also has broken, a little bit of cut, the pantyhose or leggings or whatever. That is normal. That is an actual trope inside of, anime style, anime-esque things. If you want to make it look a little more sexy, you do have this cut thing. A lot of people like the cut thing. So this is not a straight up like, oh my god, they directly copied me. Even the different design shirts and things like that, even the like everything, it's different enough. You don't see the big elf ears. You don't see anything like that. It's just some of the aspects are, the cues, design cues may be the same, but oh my god, two artists having similar design cues. Oh my, it's the end of the world. It has to be. It's never gonna happen in the history of art. You've never seen that again. Oh wait, we've seen that tons of times, and this is why I'm calling it out. Fun fact, there are millions of artists who design characters, and sometimes two people can create almost identical designs without ever seeing each other's work. The world is big, and ideas often overlap, so it's nice to remember this before thinking someone copied someone else. Are you saying my Egyptian cat girl motif is not unique? But I clad her in white and gold, covered in ankhs. Surely that's got to be unique. Of course, they're making fun of the whole situation. Whole happening was very unpleasant. I'm sorry, boss. Crazy lengths people go to affirm a conviction, be it consciously wrong or just naively mistaken. I think the person who started it could be either, but people in the replies were playing some crazy mental games. And yeah, I'm gonna go to the replies. Basically, other people were like, look, you have confirmation bias, and you also have groupthink. Groupthink is very dangerous inside of the VTuber community. It does happen when people are parasocial with their Oshis. You can run into that, and I try my best to prevent that in when I can, and to make sure it doesn't happen with me, with my Oshis. I have Oshis. I have Kami Oshis. I have people I follow. I have people that I'm very happy when they're successful. VTubers. I try to make sure there's no groupthink in there, because that can be dangerous and that can lead to this. And then this person, PAV, another one of the people saying, mean things. They use AI to make this because they don't use consistent brush types. Artists very like they pulled hands out hands from one of their own adopt bases, copy pasted them on because the hands aren't focal points in the designs. Truly ain't that deep. That's the difference between a rough sketch and a cleaned line art. That's all. Artists had skills required to achieve this without it looking questionable. Basically, they question the art. And guess what this person did? Did the whole thing, showing the beginning from everything, from the full design in Clip Studio Paint, of showing it isn't traced, showing they are modifying pieces where they originally did. Apparently, when they first designed this, I think because they knew people were going to be assuming certain things, because it's the freaking art community. Of course, the art community is going to have some toxic people in there. They did a time lapse. So there are some artists that I do know do time lapses of their work for when people want to know if they did it or if it's AI, when it's being purchased, etc. So they do that type of stuff. And I think it's what she did. Here it is. I just want to share what inspired me. Sorry, it turned out we were inspired by something similar. I just did some details you mentioned because they're creating original characters. Ah, that's the cut. That's the cut horn there. But it's very, very high. It's high on the whole thing. The cut horn is high on the whole thing. And they're showing all of the things that they were inspired by, which, you know, you could have similar inspirations, things like that. And also different hairstyles and different, you know, pantyhose breakings and things like that. So you can, they even, since it's an adoptable, they made different design styles there too. I'm just going to keep going here. And of course saying, I'm broken, but I'll be okay. Thank you for your support. Thank you for 20K followers. Thank you for almost 10K likes. I see all the DMs and will reply soon. Thank you again, guys. And it says, and honestly, thank you for all the love you've been sending me. I can't even put into words how much it means. Sending hugs to each of you. I really hate that she got this much negativity, that this person got this much negativity, when they actually just did it the way that they wanted to. They did something that they were inspired by. They did their own art. But of course, people can't just let that be. They have to be somehow be made into, you know, it's me, 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 me. Maybe they didn't mean it in a negative way, but it got taken in that way. You have to be very careful the way you do things. A lot of times these things should have been resolved in DMs. I don't know why. They weren't, but they should have been resolved in DMs. I'm glad it is, the Utainsy is getting lots of love because they definitely deserve it. And I hope they keep getting more and get more commissions and all that kind of good stuff because they deserve it. Nakiri Hina is a part of Phaseconnect's third generation of Phase Euphoria with Saida Seraxis, Rooney Ruse, Amy Isami, and Muyu. So they have not been around for a bit, since about July 31st, and it has gotten people concerned. As you can see here on the official Phaseconnect Reddit, it's been over a month since Hina last posted anything. I hope we aren't about to lose her like we did Saya. I don't think this is as scary as they're making it out to be. I could be wrong. I don't know the inner workings of Phaseconnect or the inner workings of what Hina is doing. Hotel Wi-Fi is the real final boss. Hope that's the case since she's not graduating. She got her best design and lovely personality. Speaking of Saya, did she ever reincarnate? So could someone tell me to send a link, please? Kamiko Kana is, in case you were worrying about Saya Seraxis as well. I believe that's the one they're talking about. She decided to move across the country and pursue a degree in the medical field. I remember hearing that too. Don't get the source, but I'm pretty sure there are clips of her discussing this. Like with her moving to college, the doggo would have had to stay back at home with the family. I don't remember she mentioned before how much her streaming schedule could change, but I remember her saying that she was going to totally quit streaming, maybe go part-time streaming. So if this is true, as is being said here, is good that she's going to be doing her own way, going her own way with school and whatever. Sucks for anybody waiting for a lot of content from her. Got to be the primary breadwinner for a family of 4. The key problems that she has right now. Got to pick up a new degree fast. She's done absolutely nothing since leaving college more than 10 years ago. She's super overwhelmed because trying to enter the job market as a 33-year-old NEET while getting new qualifications is not conducive to doing anything else. Yeah, if this is true of her actually going to, you know, get her degree or get some kind of certification or something to end up working, because of course not everyone can make VTubing a full-time job. Even in large agencies, you're not going to get the whole full-time job thing right away. Sometimes never. It just really depends on your situation and how you grow. And, you know, advertising, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to talk about, here is their Twitter. I was going to say Twitch, but their Twitter, where they just talked about a recent trip that they did. It was very draining, very scary, definitely the most stressful. So why hotel Wi-Fi is so booty cheeks. Also need to switch my phone plan to a better signal. Also, how come every time I'm around normies, I feel like suddenly it's snowing? No, just me. And there she is, just putting something out. She hasn't put anything out since then, which makes me think that the rats, the narrative, the theories of her actually going and getting something further to further her career or further her education is true. If it is, wish her the best. She's probably taking a small hiatus because of that, and that's fully understandable. Kuro, or K9 Kuro, is a pirate VTuber that used to be a part of VShoujo. The only male that used to be a part of VShoujo. Now they are independent, of course. And the reason why I'm talking about them is no big news, no crazy stuff. Just a little bit of meme time, a little bit of happier times. It says Kena and Kuro put out, Ray put out, they don't know I'm wearing Kena and Kuro boxers. It ends up to says I was too, and a thumbs up. And there you go. Kena and Kuro's like, what? And Renzoto is a friend of Kuro, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember. Because, of course, if you know, didn't know, Kuro used to be Mr. Rias in Nijisanji EN. And it says, I love the internet. Why are you so surprised? Who's that guy who commented? Oomph got double clocked. I'm effing crying. Everyone's soul. We're wearing K9 Kuro boxers. This is the original OP here. That's hilarious. He's an alien, bruh. There you go. So yeah, people are having fun with it. And of course, Kuro isn't like really worried or anything like that. It's all a meme. It's all in good fun. We are talking about Ellie Minibot, who is a female android VTuber who debuted in 18th of September 2022. They've grown quite a bit, and they stream mainly on Ellie_Minibot on Twitch. But what I'm speaking about today is another personal benefit that they've gotten, a personal success that they have. They have made covers, they have made songs, they have made things like that. And one song, I Don't Want to Be an Engineer, on Spotify, it looks like. That looks very much like Spotify. Correct me if I'm wrong on what the kind of area it is. But they have over 1 million listens or streams or whatever it ends up being. The terminology escapes me a lot of times. But they have 1 million on it, which is amazing for anybody, VTuber included, to have. It is 1 million on there. And that is absolutely insane. As of course she says here, I'm in actual awe. Thank you to everyone who encouraged me. This number does not feel like me, not feel real. And this is insane. Ellie dubs this year. So proud of you, girly. That's awesome. Let's go, Ellie. Everyday civilian, as I can tell, your music comes from such a genuine place. I admire that. Everybody is there. You go. You sleep with Ellie there, listening to them. Ryuji, Milk, Saidere, deserve every one of the views. You're incredible. Congratulations. Everybody is giving them big congrats. And so is the Vetelverse people on Reddit. They're giving her a big, congratulations here. A lot of people have it on their playlist, etc. So big congratulations once again to Ellie Minibot. Nakiri Ayame is the owner of Nakirium. She does release Nakirium on occasion. And she is a Japanese VTuber with Hololive. She is a part of the second generation with Aqua, Shion, Choco, and Subaru. Of course, Aqua is no longer there, but she was a member with them there. And Shion isn't either, so right now it's just Choco, Subaru, and her. And either way, they are having lots of fun. Let's keep going. Recently, this is her Twitter. I always say Twitter, Twitch. I always get those confused. She had her 100 Ghosts 7th anniversary new outfit 3D. It was her 7th anniversary and her 3D for her outfit. Let's take a quick look. As you know, it's going to be about 2 or 3 minutes that I try to go through this. I'm going to go through it a lot quicker than I usually do. Let's take a look at what they have here. Because, of course, all these things end up getting copyright struck in one way or another. I love the 3D that they have now, that Hololive has now. It has changed so much. It has gotten so good. She's at basically like a little shrine there. With Aski! And there we go. And it's not only singing, it's not like a karaoke, it's the full performance, the full dance that she had to learn. She had to go practice, she had to do all that. I love it when they do this. Holy crap! Of course, I had to do little sections. Oh my goodness, I did this one? This was for an anime. It was done by Momoito Clover Z, if I'm not mistaken. I did see them live, and Momoito Clover Z is amazing. Freaking hey, they did that one. I did not expect her to do that, but I'm so glad that she did. It was an amazing one. Let's see what's the next one. Kanata, Marine, Lami. Dekora. And of course, more things. And here we go with, this is all going to be the merch that she has available in her merch drop, which of course always happens for the anniversary stuff. You have an actual fan that you have there. Very well made, like the one that she was using. A lantern, it looks like, as well. Really good stuff. A voice pack, and of course a booklet, etc. they have there. That's all one of the big things that they had. Of course, you also can get this here. This is actually, now you can't get that. This is actually the cover art, the art for a song that she put out, a single that she put out recently. So that is also promoting that. And her final song is here. So I wanted to show you guys that, and then here we go. How was 7th anniversary live? I'm so glad we could showcase the songs, dances, new songs, MV that we worked so hard to practice, putting in a lot of effort and thinking about the stage and costumes. So I'd be thrilled if you watched it a lot. It's stage full of nothing but dedication. Here's to the 8th year. Please continue supporting us and continuing here. Have people showing the honor of, you know, having illustrated a lot of her stuff. This is one Gabiran for putting in a lot of effort for all this here. Also, the other one, charged a thumbnail illustration for the commemorative live as well. Other, you know, things here. And this is, of course, it is tabletop folding screen, teacup illustrated, folding fan, tabletop light, voice, all the things that we showed before. Of course, you can find this on Hololive Pro and more than likely Geek Jack in your area. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, for VTubers, something where we can have some positivity out there. Today we're talking about MilkyYuna VT, who is a cozy katsune. And of course, as you can see, they have silver hair with a black streak in it. And it says Kiriko OTP, Overwatch Addict, Stinky Cat Girl. And let's take a look at their Overwatch that they did recently.
Even when I'm high, I still feel low. Voices in my head won't leave me alone.
Is that?
Ooh. Why is Shadow messing up right now? Twitch servers requested to reconnect. Thank you, Pop. I appreciate it. Dude, why the heck is my Chatterino disconnecting?
It does happen sometimes.
Twitch servers requested to reconnect.
It does happen. And that sucks because she's in the middle of a freaking match, so she can't fix it right away. But she seems pretty calm, which is good. Also have MilkyYuna here on their YouTube channel, where they put a couple of shorts here and there. So, of course, Thank you so much, MilkyYuna. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.